Where are you now? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx here, going full nerd, and things look a little bit different. I'm playing around with a few things, but I still got everything going on. What's happening? What's happening? It's Sunday, 6 p.m. I've recovered from COVID. yes. With my signature adult beverage, I am ready to talk to you on today's episode of 100% Nerd. That's right, 100% Nerd. That's me, your boy Onyx here. So let's go ahead and kill this music and get on with certain little things like the shameless plug, and then we could talk about what's going on in nerd news or some of the things that I kind of looked at, got questions on, and all that good stuff, and just kind of shoot the breeze like we always do. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's shameless. What's up, everybody? It's shameless plug time. So thanks for checking out the podcast, Going Full Nerd. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe everywhere possible. So look for Going Full Nerd on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, GoingFullNerd.com, and my Twitter handle, ONYXXX1969. You can also listen to the audio version on its home, Anchor.fm, but also on Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you consume your podcast listening pleasure. Hey guys, let's get on with the show. And getting on with the show is what I go ahead and do. Hey, you know what? Here goes the thing, and it's kind of, I'm not going to call it messed up or funny, or it's not funny. It's a mess up. I had all intentions of today's talk to kind of address something that I got, from my man Eddie, who runs the Fully Geeking Out, and he was talking about the female Avenger. Because they're introducing a lot of female characters in the MCU, and then well, they're gonna go that route. But then, today I got hit with so much crazy breaking news. So first, we got, rest in peace, Bill Russell. Yes, 11-time NBA champion. My man had the infinity gauntlet of rings, when it came to, NBA championships, yet nobody really talks about him being one of the greatest. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But the man had the most championships you could ever find. And he passed away, and it's like, okay, that's sport. I usually don't cover that on Going Full Nerd, but I gets down with some sports. But then, like right behind it was a real, you know, a real stab to the nerd in me, and that was the death of Nichelle Nichols. Yes, and if you don't know the name Nichelle Nichols was the original Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek, the original series. And let's be honest, she was groundbreaking. Groundbreaking. And when I say groundbreaking actress, I'm a person this on television, just everything she brought to the table, was just immaculate. And, wait today. So, that's just whew. And then this isn't a this really isn't a superstar, but I'm gonna call this person a star in his own right because he was one of the original um subscribers and followers when I started Going Full Nerd. A gentleman by the name of Rob Mayo. Though, if you don't know Rob Mayo, you used to go on Twitter by the handle the Rob Mayhem, and he was one of the first people that ever, when I started Going Full Nerd, I was doing food. I was doing some food reviews. I was playing around with different stuff. I had no job, so I was doing a lot of stuff. But he was one of the first few people that was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe. And we go back and forth on Twitter. It wasn't like when I talked to the people on Going Full Nerd, when I talked to you guys on the live stream and stuff like that. But I just recently found out through other people that, we interact with on Twitter that he had passed away. So that was kind of messed up. Rest in peace to the homie. I'm not gonna pour one out, but I'll pour one down. And it was like, dang, and it just kind of just brings a little, humility into your, into things you do, and you never know, what effect you'll have on somebody by just the smallest of actions, you know? Mm. So rest in peace, rest in power to all those individuals. So say it isn't so. But let's talk. Let's talk. There's been a lot of like movie news speculation because, hey, we're nerds. We don't care that we gotta wait for stuff to come out before we start speculating on what on what we gonna see on things. So, you know, Twitter is like my internet guilty pleasure because Twitter is like for my homeboys that grew up in New York. Twitter is old school 42nd Street. You can find anything and you don't know if you're going to get clubbed over the head or you're going to get, a dose of reality or it's just going to be a walk in the park. And I'm talking like 80s, early 90s 42nd Street before Disney got a hold of it. All right. Now, here's the thing, you know, so on Twitter, we got so much speculation. So let's talk about some of the speculation with a lot of these things. You know what? I haven't gotten any speculation. I'm going to start off with DC. I'm going to start off with DC. DC Warner Brothers, not much speculation going on Black Adam or Shazam. They both look good from the trailers. We talked about that a little bit last week. It's all good. We did get the fact that Ben Affleck is going to make an appearance in Aquaman 2. So I guess that's going to help us get over the fact that Amber Heard is no longer going to be Mira. And Rumor Control says that they're going to introduce another aquatic character who was at one point a love interest to Aquaman, known as Dolphin. Now, with that being said, that's a hell of a turn for some comic book fans, but that's okay. That's okay. I could deal with it. I could deal with it. But didn't Dolphin get killed off in Crisis on Infinite Earth? Hmm. I don't know. It's gonna be one of them things. But Warner Brothers, DC Comics, hey, it is what it is. Ben Affleck, he's signing up for anything. He just got married to the Thanos of our ages, J Lo. So, she got the Infinity Gauntlet. She's like, you better go play that. You better go play that Batman before I snap my fingers and you disappear. While everybody is still waiting in the wings, P. Diddy, A. Rod, all the rest of them just waiting for the divorce papers. So go figure. I'm being mean. I'm not being mean. You know what? Here goes the thing. I'm looking at the thing. Cast America. Yeah, you know what? Here goes the thing. I don't know what it is about about nowadays. People do not want to recast people. They get this character set in their mind, and I think it's because Hugh Jackman played Wolverine slash Logan for so long. Nobody wants to change, and it is what it is. I mean, you know, change. I could give a damn. There's a bunch of starving actors. Hey, I want to play a superhero. Like, what superhero could I play in Marvel or DC? If I was DC ain't gonna treat me right. I could be like Ambush Bug. They put like green makeup on me or something, and I'll be or play a CGI Nort of the Green Lantern Corps. I'll get my crazy voice going or something. Something that sounds stupid like that. But go figure. But it's like, let these actors do a thing. And so let us roll that into Black Panther 2. Or shall I say Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, here's the thing. We basically It's basically we're writing out. You know, we're writing out. Josh, Amber Heard as a trash human being. You know what? Here goes the thing. Let's go back to that before I get back to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. All right. So we gonna talk about Amber Heard. I've dated before I got married and found the love of my life. I dated some crazy motherfuckers. I mean, I really, really dated and went out with some crazy women. So with that being said, it's one of those things where Amber Heard was just par for the course for Crazy Bitch 101. I mean, to put it out there. But let's put it this way, too. Johnny Depp is not innocent. All right. Dude was doing cocaine. And in the words of the great American Rick James, bitch, cocaine's a hell of a drug. And, so I kind of keep both of them, both of them jokers was in the wrong. It's just that one gets paid, one doesn't, but they both rich. You feeling me? I mean, it is. And you can see me playing that. Ain't Ryan Choi the Adam now? So I could play an Asian dude? Or you just making fun because I'm short, Jay? Is that what it is? Yo, I'll have you cats know I'm a full 5'7", the height of an average man in America. That's even with the cocaine. But it is what it is. I mean, I look at it and it's a crazy situation. But let's move on. Let's move on. Amber Heard could get me going. We could talk about replacing. They just wrote her ass out the script. Now, see, where Warner Brothers is going to lose money is with Ezra Miller and Flashpoint. There is no saving, no replacing, no rewriting Ezra Miller. They actually gave that Joker. He's got like a little slight cameo, whether it's him or it's that Flash suit. He's got a slight cameo in the next Shazam movie. So Ezra Miller, he got to be on cocaine. He got to be. He out there fighting fans, kidnapping and holding people hostage. Like, yo, what is with Warner Brothers and casting, yo? I can't get no job as a superhero with Warner Brothers. Come on. I would love it. I would love it. I mean, I'm a nice guy. I'm okay. Everybody got a bone or two in their closet. Don't get it twisted. You open up your mouth too far, a bone fall out. But the thing about it is, it's like, come on. You know what? Huey from The Boys would look, he looks the part of Barry Allen. But see, the thing about him looking the part of Barry Allen, he looks a little bit like Grant Gustin from the TV show. So if you're going to do that, just get Grant Gustin. You already got him on the payroll as the Flash. He's used to saying, "Hi, I'm Barry Allen, the fastest man alive," and just let him roll with it. That's just me. I got somebody here one. Hey, yo, Jim Lee is not my type. The casting couch. Boom, 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 boom. If you knew what that music was, you wrong. But let's continue on. Let me tone this down. This is a family show. The Addams Family, more than likely. But let's talk about the Munsters. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. But that's the deal with Warner Brothers. It's what it is. I can't wait. There's a lot of cool stuff coming from Warner Brothers Animation. Y'all got to see that. Lantern. With Jon Stewart, the animated joint. Fire! I need to note to self. Note to self. I gotta record a review of that. That's slamming. Do one of my 5-minute reviews. But let's talk a little bit more. Let's talk a little. So let's get to Wakanda Forever. There's so much speculation about this, and people like Nerdist.com, they digging into it. I follow them on like Instagram and stuff, and I've been watching, Nerdist.com, and they got little snippets left and right, left and right. They like, yo, that's Shuri in the Black Panther suit, which is kind of, it makes sense because that's what they did in the comic book. But and then they deciphering the Wakandan letters on the wall around Chadwick Boseman's picture, talking about rest in power, my king, and all that other stuff. So basically, T'Challa has been killed off screen. He has died off screen. That trailer hit hard. One of the most viewed trailers ever. Wow. Mm. So here's the deal. And this is the thought. So here's my thing. I don't think it's going to be Nakia. Now, here's my mindset. And I think Nakia, because traditionally in the comic book, Nakia was a little sketchy. Okay? Just putting it out there. And as always, let's, if a girl has a at the end of a name and it sounds like they gonna do you some kind of way. All of my exes, majority of my current wife has an A at the end of the name. But she different. She different. But I dated a lot with the, with the at the end of the name, with the ghetto centric back in the day. That might, Nakia, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, but the fact that she was, if you look at the trailer, she's standing by water, the suit. I have a feeling that Nakia is in league with, I can't call them Atlanteans because they're not Atlanteans. Disney did something very deliberate by not saying Namor is from Atlantis. He is from an unawarded kingdom, which they're basing off of Meso-Mexican or, that culture, Aztec, and all that other good stuff. Because, hey, Warner Brothers beat them to the punch. They put Atlantis, they put Aquaman out there. We don't want to get people confused. Even though Namor predates Aquaman by 30 something years, Disney took the high road and said, you know what, we can do what we want. This is a comic book universe. We can do what the hell we want. And that's what they did. But let's keep it going. So back to that. Nah, they won't cut. Nah, I'm looking at the comments. They won't cut. Grant made too much Flash money. They made too much Flash money on CW. But back to Black Panther. Here's my deal with that. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be Shuri. A lot of people are hoping that, we could resurrect Killmonger. There's no resurrection in the MCU. Unless they pull somebody from, what I'm going to say is, unless they pull somebody from an alternate timeline, because this is the multiverse saga, and that's the way you could replace Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. But I don't think that's going to happen until we get to the Secret Wars part. I think once we get to Avengers Secret Wars, which they announced, which I think what comes out in 2025, I have a feeling that's where you're going to get, a new Steve Rogers, Captain America, a new Tony Stark, Iron Man. You're going to get a new T'Challa, Black Panther, and you'll be able to replace the characters that were done. Hopefully, they could get some decent actors forward from there. That's what's going to happen. Couple of rumor controls. Harry Styles. You remember him from the after credits of Eternals, playing Eros, the brother of Thanos, has signed I believe it's a 3 or a 5 movie deal. I have to look that up. So he will be part of the cosmic portion of the, thing. Let's see. Nope. What you mean? Okoye, Nakia? No, it won't. It won't. It will not be Killmonger. It will not be a secret Wakandan brother. It will be Shuri. And here goes the thing. The reason why it's going to be Shuri is because they're not going to, it goes back to the trend. I was talking with Ed from Fully Geeking Out, and we are getting a lot. I'll say it again. We are getting a lot of female heroes in the MCU. Now, is this going to create an all females Avenger? No, it's not. It really isn't. Especially the Thunderbolt movie being with the Thunderbolt movie being pretty much announced, you're gonna have a continue to have a mix of heroes. But if you think about it, there has always been a lot of female heroes in Marvel. And there's always been a lot of prominent female heroes in Marvel. So to say I'm gonna have an all female Avengers, everybody's so butthurt over that one scene inside of Endgame where all the female heroes gathered around Peter Parker. Don't y'all know Spider-Man is a chick magnet? It is what it is. The hoes like Peter Parker. I mean, think about it. Spider-Man got all the women. All the women. Why did I go through that? That must be the adult beverage. I'm sorry. But Peter Parker has all the women. Honestly. If you think about it. Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane, Aunt May. Heck, he dated Carol Danvers. Jessica Jones used to have a crush on him in high school. He dated some other chick. His clone dated some other females. Come on. It is what it is. But, I know I'm jumping around. I know. I know. But there's so much. I'm going to say so much to grasp when it comes to dealing with all this stuff. Now, what I will be upset with is if Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes, does not show up in Wakanda Forever. I mean, I know they kind of gave him they gave him the brush off the shoulder inside Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But please, But to get a multiverse T'Challa will be great. But I have a feeling, and this is me, once the Fantastic Four is introduced, we're going to shift away from the Avengers and we're going to concentrate more on Fantastic Four, and we're going to concentrate on X-Men. Because, I haven't reviewed Ms. Marvel, but by now everybody should know they made the big allusion to mutants really, really popping up in the U. No, you're not going to get a Tom Cruise toy. Yo, you cannot have a 5 foot tall Tony Stark. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Now, here's the thing. Um they call Bucky the White Wolf, but they're going to introduce actually inside of Wakanda Forever. I don't ask me to pronounce it, but the Wakandan Special Forces who dress in white versions of the Black Panther costume, who the White Wolf would have been, teamed up, paired up with, but I doubt they're going to go and do it. I really doubt. Tom, y'all need y'all ass. Nobody wants to let that one go, do they? let me do my Denzel voice. You can only do what you can prove, and it ain't gonna work. Oh, Tom Cruise ain't got nothing on me. Remember that. But things that I hope really do happen. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get like I say, back to the whole statement of female Avengers. I don't think you're gonna get an all female Avengers, but you will. That Marvel's sequel to Captain Marvel, and where they're gonna introduce Spectrum, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, and kind of show that. I have a feeling that that's going to be your female centric movie or your woman centric film. Um, a lot of these characters that are being introduced on Disney Plus, I don't think we're going to see in an Avengers flick. We're going to see some of them. Like we're going to see Yelena, Black Widow's sister in Thunderbolt. That's a given. We're going to probably see Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau in the Avengers film. Yes, they're going to do that. Well, okay. She may have been causing problems on the set. But you know what? Here goes my line. I'd rather have her cause problems on the set and I know she's got issues than to hide issues and let it come out after the fact. AKA Ezra Miller, AKA who's your boy? What's my man? What's my man? Kevin Spacey. Come on, man. Come on. That's the kind of stuff that, kills a show, kills something. When they crazy. Amber Heard, she got issues, didn't come out till after the fact. Let it come out before the fact, and we can sit back and say, all right, we know the bitch crazy. We know the motherfucker crazy. You know what I'm saying? And when I say bitch, pardon my language, that could refer to a male or female. I'm just letting you know, I'm an equal opportunity offender on Going Full Nerd. But here goes the thing. It's just like anybody with a job. I know that the person that serves me my food at the restaurant got issues. Do I care what their issues are? No, I do not. All I care is that they serve my food and they serve it with a smile. Okay? Morally, they could be the most jacked up person in the world. But if I don't know about it, I'll never know about it. Am I going to cancel a restaurant because of one worker? So am I going to cancel a movie because of one person? That's what the world is doing. Letitia Wright got a movie deal. She's going to fall right in line to make that money. She could complain about COVID. She could complain about whatever. Everybody has a personal opinion, and even employers have to respect that as long as she's not being disruptive to the job. No, I would pick somebody else for Secret Wars Iron Man. I am sure we could get another actor to play Iron Man. There's an unknown actor out there somewhere that is ready and chomping at the bit to blow Iron Man up to be the next best thing. But the problem is we're going to compare him to Tony Stark. We're going to continue to compare him to Tony Stark. It's always going to happen. So if we were to do an all-female Avengers, which I don't think we're going to get during Kang Dynasty, which is the first Avengers movie that's going to come out, I could tell you my lineup for the next Avengers movie. All right, we're going to get through Thunderbolts. First of all, Thunderbolts is going to be, the bootleg Captain America from the Disney Plus show. All right, it's going to be Yelena Belova. We're going to bring back my man since he's going to show up in She-Hulk in a couple of weeks. The Abomination is going to be their Hulk character, so you're not going to get Red Hulk. So you got 3 right there. Hopefully they bring back the actress that played Ghost. That will be 4. You get Baron Daniel Bruhl as Zemo leading that group. That's 5. Okay? Anything over 5, you're done. Okay? Then you got too many. Too many. We're going to get through that. And what's going to end up happening? The Thunderbolts team is going to get decimated. They're going to come in. They're going to be they're going to do something so heinous and get decimated that the Avengers are going to have to come clean them up. Now, with that being said, who will the Avengers be during Kang Dynasty? Now, if you follow the traditional Avengers big movie, they get decimated. Infinity War, they were decimated. Endgame, they were triumphant. So, what we're going to end up seeing is Kang Dynasty decimated and Secret Wars triumphant. Kang Dynasty, Captain America Sam Wilson will be the leader. You will have War Machine. You will have Captain Marvel. They will be backed up because Yelena Belova is going to go ahead and she's going to defect from the Thunderbolt and she's going to assist the Avengers in honor of her sister. Then what's going to happen also you're going to get your fifth member. Your fifth member is not going to be Scarlet Witch or White Vision. Those two are actually going to probably be handled. White Vision is going to be handled in the Armor Wars, which they have not made an announcement yet, but I think we're going to end up getting that eventually. And it's going to be one of those, we're going to sneak it in. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, what the hell about Shang-Chi? Well, Shang-Chi may show up in this. Daredevil will not, because he's making his rounds on Disney Plus. She-Hulk is not going to be in the movies, though she will be alluded to. Okay. Basically, we're not going to have the Hulk. The Hulk is going to be sidelined after the She-Hulk miniseries. Okay. Doctor Strange will be the fifth member, and we'll highlight that as part of the thing with the Kang Dynasty. Because when he goes out into that dimension with Clea, they're going to come into contact with a version of Jonathan Kang. Quote me, save this video, and see if any of that comes true. If it does, I expect my check in the mail. Speaking of checks in the mail, anybody from Chicago? Because I want some of that Mega Million. Somebody in Chicago. Millions, I can get $4. I want $4. I can't win for losing. Can you imagine how good this YouTube channel would be if I had $1 billion? Man, I'd have Snoop Dogg sitting right next to me. I got jokes. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my lineup. No female Avengers. We're going to get that going on Young Avengers. I think that's further down the line. They're going to concentrate on Fantastic Four and the X-Men. Disney Plus is going to continue putting all these heroes out. There's going to be world building, but everybody's not going to get a seat at the table. Much like Moon Knight was a one shot in the dark, that's how we're going to get a couple of things. Because if you haven't noticed, there's only 2 Disney Plus series. They got a season 2, and that was What If and Loki. Because those will be movie setup shows. Make sure you watch She-Hulk. It'll be fun. It'll be funny. It'll be a standalone. It is what it is. But anyway, everybody, that's it for Going Full Nerd this week. This was 100% Nerd. That's how I'm kind of doing it. I really got to get back to doing reviews. But as always, I'd like to tell each and every one of you, please be nice to everybody. If you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Send it to me. Let me say it for you. And peace, y'all. I am out of here. Funky outro music, and it's gone. Hey, be safe, everybody. Yo, COVID is going around. It knocked me on my tail. When I say it knocked me on my tail real bad, it had knocked me on my tail. I was completely out of it. But hey, tell me what y'all think. Go ahead, hit the comment section. Hit this video with a thumbs up. Hit it up with a like. I count so many of y'all in this room. Hit it with a thumbs up. Hit it with a like. If you're watching it on the replay, hopefully over here somewhere, there's a subscribe button. Go ahead and click it. Join up. I'm losing subscribers. Oh my God. Oh man. I think it's dead accounts being removed from YouTube more than anything else. Just remember, Super Chat is available if you want to donate a little bit more to keep me up and running. I appreciate you. I got to get some cool giveaways. I think we're going to have to do a giveaway before the summer's over. I have to get one of my cool t-shirts or something. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to give away a Going Full Nerd all over t-shirt. I think I need to do that. I think I'll go ahead and you know what? If you are a paid member of the Going Full Nerd family, meaning you bought a membership on the Going Full Nerd, please do me a favor. Send me a direct message on Twitter and send me your t-shirt size. And I'll send you a message afterwards and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I think I need to give it back to the members just a little bit. But anyway, that's it. Peace, y'all. And I'm out of here.